Hey, good afternoon everyone. I'm KJ with Command Solutions. Today we're going to take a look at your gas meter. In a lot of our classes we talk about controlling your utilities. A lot of times, whether you're a business or a homeowner, you need to control these utilities before the fire department can arrive. If it's a large disaster event, it could take them a while because they're hitting 100 houses in your area. So you want to know how to control this so that you don't have a gas leak inside your structure. It doesn't always have to be from an earthquake or a tornado. One time I had a neighbor that was installing some trim work in this house using a air gun with an air nailer, and he nailed through the gas line and started the gas leak inside the house. So you need to know how to handle that. One way to do that is this is called a earthquake tool. You can get these online. You can get them at the local hardware stores. They come, they're under $10. They come with a zip tie so that tie can be kept on your gas meter. Another tool you can use is a crescent wrench. This is an adjustable wrench. Once again, probably under $10 to get this at the hardware store, and it will adjust to your meter. Once you've decided what tool you're going to have, if you use this one, you're probably going to want to keep that. If you don't like having your other tool attached and kept it outside, you can keep it in your emergency go bag that you have inside, that you have the tools inside for you. But today we're going to use the earthquake survival tool. We're going to take a look at the gas meter. So what valve do I turn off? When I'm looking at my gas meter, sometimes it can be a little bit confusing. This house here, this homeowner has a pool with a heater. So he has a line that runs over and feeds his pool heater. So that's what that valve goes to. So how do you know? Your gas valve that you want to shut off is always the first line and the first valve that comes out of the ground. So you can see that we're coming out of the ground, and we come up and we encounter the valve. Those valves, all they take is a 90-degree turn to be able to shut them off. If you do shut them off, once you shut them off, notify your utility company, because they're going to have to come in and turn it back on. There's a place on there that it can be locked out once you have something and it's turned off for a large event and you've had major damage to your house. They're going to turn that off and lock it off. But that valve has got just a small, buddy, if you can see that at all, if you can see where that notch is right there, you just take your valve, your wrench, and it goes on that gas meter, and then you just give it a quarter turn, and this will turn. There's also on the other side, I don't know if you can see it from there, partner, but there's another hole over there, right here, where that those two holes would line off in that quarter turn. So for me to turn this one, I'm actually going to turn it to what I'm facing here to my left to be able to turn it off. It's only a quarter turn. That's all it takes to turn that off. Next week, we'll look at some commercial gas meters, because they have even more valves and things on them to work with. But now we do this in every class that we teach. When we teach about emergency preparedness or managing your business emergency, is how to control your utilities. So future videos we'll look at water shut off, electrical shut off, different things like this. But we get so many questions on the gas meter at every class, the homeowner doesn't know how to handle that. So that's how you do that. Just remember, once you do it, contact your gas supply or your fire department that this has been done. And remember, you're not trying to replace the fire department, you're just trying to mitigate some of the damage until the fire department arrives. So that's it for today. That's controlling your utilities gas meter with the earthquake tool. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Oh, I can't see anything.
The battery was going low on it too.